shows you why this was the most viewed Super Bowl. Is because the Taylor Swift effect. And as much as you hate it or love it, you know, men lie, women lie, what they say, numbers don't. Alrighty, back up in here. Big boy Uncut, ladies and gentlemen. We just came off of a great Super Bowl weekend. Great for some, not so great for others, man. First off, I want to dedicate this episode of Uncut Super Bowl Wise to my brother Mouse. My brother Mouse is Bang Bang Niner gang. Die hard 49ers fan, man. And that's why I don't even play with 49er fans. I know that E40, the ambassador of the Bay, I don't hit no one and say, oh, what about your team? What about your team? Like, because there's people that just die hard. Now, Louis, you with the Chargers?
Yeah, man.
I'll do that all day.
Yeah.
I'll do that all day. Plus, you're fair weather. You're fair weather. You know what I'm saying? I remember at one point you were really, really on, you know, the Angels, and then Angels thing just kind of slipped away. Yeah, but anyway, we are here to talk about just the Super Bowl weekend. We went to Vegas. There was a lot of festivities that were going on as well. But really just to my brother Mouse and all the 49er fans that got upset, I feel for you. I definitely feel for you, man. My brother Mouse, after the game was over, and it was a hell of a game towards the second half, especially the fourth quarter and going into overtime. My brother Mouse, he just sent me a text, and the text just said, fuck! Yeah, all capital letters, exclamation points, right to the point, man. But for those that did get a chance to watch, it's not about just the actual final score. But as always, I will play that final score, and hopefully I'm not hurting anyone's feelings.
First and goal.
Oh, yeah.
Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special. We talked about him saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back Hardman, who they didn't have, right?
And they win it by 3 on this touchdown throw to Mecole Hardman, who started the season as a Jet.
Hey, man, when they started marching down the field, I saw that coming. I saw it coming. Yeah. I felt it. I knew that it was going to happen, man. When you take first possession over a team like the Chiefs and Mahomes up there doing what he does best, man. And Mahomes is one of those people, man. He's not only a great quarterback, that dude is like a running back, too.
You've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
He's done it to so many teams.
And he would literally run the ball in, bro, or get the first downs, and that things would happen. But what goes down with Uncut is not a sports broadcast. It's not a sports show. We just happen to be talking about, you know, Super Bowl right here. But I'm going to get off the score, and I'm going to say when it comes to Travis Kelce, lock him up. Arrest that man. And people say, oh, we always hate the great, but he assaulted the coach, man. He assaulted the coach. You know what I'm saying? And it was out of passion. But when he went to Coach Reid, man, Coach Reid is what? How old do you think Coach Reid is? About 100?
He caught me off.
Yeah, listen to this.
He caught me off balance. I wasn't watching. Cheap shot, but that's all right. He did good. He was really coming over, just put me in. I'll score. You know, so that's really what it was. Well, I love that. I mean, it's not the first time, so I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I love how before, because I didn't see what the actual footage was. Yeah. But the way that it was presented, at first, it was almost like, man, he took his head and he banged the coach's head, and he was upset. But from what I gather, he just wanted to, you know, put me in, coach. That we hear that. Put me in, coach. It's a hell of a game. You know, you seeing other players that's effing celebrating, taking themselves out the game for just celebrating from the sidelines. This is a guy that wanted to get in and show his girl that he can win another Super Bowl trophy.
Hey.
And that man, what's happening, Lou?
I said, who doesn't want to do that?
Right. Hey, man, and I'm going to tell you, I watched the game. I didn't go to the game, but I was able to watch the game in Vegas in my room. I wasn't trying to do any of the parties or anything of that nature, man. But every time the Chiefs did something right, they kept going to that damn room, that suite with Taylor Swift in it. And I was like getting to the point where it was literally a catch, literally a run, and then they'll go straight to the suite for a reaction from Taylor Swift. And it felt like Taylor Swift, it was like, okay, well, they just got a first down. Then it'd be, this is the way it felt like in the neighborhood. This was the neighborhood. I'm sitting in the suite. Such and such on the field gets a touchdown. Then Ani's next to me. All right, so Ani gets her shine. Then somebody gets an interception or whatever. Then Nathalia's next to me. Nathalia get her shine. It felt like it was so much rotation. There was more people in that suite getting rotated to be next to Taylor Swift than the actual rotation when it came to the damn Super Bowl itself, man. You know what I'm saying? They said they gave her 53 seconds of Taylor airtime.
Total airtime of the Super Bowl.
You know what?
Really?
In those 53 seconds, it felt longer. It felt longer.
Yeah.
But those 53 seconds must have been a second or two at a time because it seemed like they went to her 53 times.
Yeah.
So if they went to her for 53 seconds, you got to think, just in Super Bowl economics, they spent almost $7 million if that was a Taylor Swift commercial.
That's true.
$7 million that they took away from the buy. And they were saying, man, that this was the most watched Super Bowl
That's what she does.
in history because the people that were sitting there watching it were not like football fans. They were Taylor Swift fans as well. And their 30-second commercial was $12 million.
That's what it says online.
Oh my God, man. Please somebody look. Don't Doug me from iHeart here. Look on and find another source as well and see if, because I always remember, I thought there was like 5, 6, 7, but yeah, let's just say $10 million, $12 million of airtime per minute. And I can see that because I think the 60 seconds were probably like $6 million. But they went to her each and every time. And I'm telling you, man, I am not a strong 49ers fan. I was rooting for the 49ers because my brother Mouse is die hard when it comes to Niner gang. So I was waiting for that. And then being a guy that's from LA, when the Lakers were winning everything, people hate the great. So I didn't want to be that guy that said, oh, man, they've been there before. You could be in the Super Bowl as many times and win as many times if you're the better team. I'm just saying, personally, I was looking because I wanted to root with my brother Mouse. And I'm going to tell you, man, there's just a part of me that I see so much of this Taylor Swift thing and I mean, I met Taylor. She was so nice to my daughter. Aww. I just know that people that's real football fans was tired of that shit. And over and over and over again, every time they went, it was just like, and I was like, okay, that's enough. But shout out to the Chiefs again, man. They won. You can't deny the great. You can't hate on the great, and they won. And also another thing, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in politics. We got senators doing debates and everything, man. But Taylor Swift, she chugged a beer.
Yeah.
You got to give her that, bro.
Everything that's going on in the world, man, Taylor Swift chugs a beer.
Taylor Swift chugged her beer at the
Yes, my God. Can you hear this? I can't make this stuff up, man. Taylor Swift
chugged her beer at the
Oh, my God, man. That right there. I would say forget Usher. Forget all the parties, Ani, that we went to. Forget the final score or anything, man. This right here is breaking news.
Taylor Swift chugged her beer at the Super Bowl when the Jumbotron showed her during a timeout.
Hey, man, and somehow, somewhere, they didn't get that like straight on film. It was during like a break or something like that. I can't imagine if the producers or whoever's in the production truck, as you're calling out the monitors, if someone was like, oh my gosh, she's drinking a beer, camera one, and you couldn't get that footage. Do you go back and cut into the game so you can actually see this footage?
Taylor Swift chugged her beer at the Super Bowl when the Jumbotron showed her during a timeout.
And that right there, though, that shows you why this was the most viewed Super Bowl. Is because the Taylor Swift effect. And as much as you hate it or love it, men lie, women lie, what they say, numbers don't. And the numbers came in. And I know that there were so many people that were, I seen little girls in Vegas with Taylor Swift, with the jerseys on for the Chiefs. And then I saw online, and you'll see certain things on social media. It was this girl, she couldn't have been 3 years of age. Couldn't have been 3. She was wearing like a Kelsey football jersey, real little. And her mom was like asking who was she going for. And she said she was going for Taylor Swift.
That's adorable.
That's the Taylor Swift effect right there, man.
Yeah.
So
a lot of dads saying, like, my daughter finally is into football and they watch a lot of football during the season. And I like that part where it can, like, bring a father and daughter together.
Oh, yeah. And that's just this year.
Yeah.
That is just this year, man. And like I told you, my brother Mouse, diehard fan, and he sent me the text that said, it just had the F word, capital letters. And people were out really destroying, like, their TVs. And I was looking at this one video that Juan just showed to me. And you could tell they were like in the backyard or under a carport or something. They had all the party tables out there. And once the 49ers lost, my man got up and broke his TV, bro. And I'm talking about UFC, WWE, Riot. I mean, they bust that TV up. He's jumping on it. Then you can see other people coming and bad. They're jumping on it, man. And my thing is this. Maybe someone from the 49ers got so upset that they went into a locker room and hit something. Maybe someone got so upset that they threw something. But they're on the team. If you're not on the team, why would you buy a TV to take into your yard and fucking destroy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, right? And I'm talking about destroyed so bad that there is no way to actually repair it. I've been upset about certain teams. Like my son, they lost a basketball game. Did I feel a certain way seeing my son hurt? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Did I try to go up there, grab a ladder, and snatch the entire rim down? I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
Did I get to my car and bust my tires and bust my windows out? I don't think I'm going to do that. But that's your TV, whatever you want to do with your TV. But just looking at it as a viewer, that looks ridiculous. After I finish with this uncut, I'll call my brother and see if he destroyed anything. Then I'll come back and I'll do a recut. Yeah, because he was so upset. I know that something got fucked up at his house, man. Shout out to Usher. Shout out to Usher, man. Usher, dude, when he announced that he was going to do the Super Bowl halftime show, I thought, man, this is great for Usher. Usher had already been running through, the residency in Las Vegas. There's new music from Usher. So just seeing this going into this Usher mode and seeing how happy Usher was, because we talked about it a few years ago, Usher felt like R&B or Usher was just in this place that I didn't feel like Usher deserved to be in. It was almost like, he wasn't in the biggest venues. People were talking crazy about music at the time. So just to fast forward to present day and seeing Usher with new music, Usher announcing his tour, when they announced the Super Bowl, saying that Usher was going to be the halftime performer. And then when you get to the performance of it, I thought he did a great job, man. And he opened up with a little bit of My Way. And then as people were doing these prop bets, went straight into Caught Up. And this is Usher doing Caught Up right here. I'm the kind of brother who been doing it my way, getting my bread for years. In my career, I had to do it myself because with YouTube, we can't clear any of the songs. So, yeah, man, I would love to just sit here and play My Way and play, You Got It Bad and Burn and Confessions. But by the time I finish with that, man, we get flagged so bad when it comes to YouTube that I'll just do what I had to do right there. Man. What song did you guys enjoy the most from that?
Gosh, so many. I mean, I love that he started.
You weren't ready for this question.
I wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't.
What song?
Love in this club. Oh my gosh, when
I want to make love in this club.
Mm-hmm.
In this club. Hey, Jace, they don't trip off if I sing it, right? And it sounds so bad, I don't think they're going to catch. Yeah. So love in this club. Yeah. When I say yeah, that when Ludacris come out, Ludacris Afro is on point. I love it, man. But my thing is, bro, and we'll get back to Ludacris. We'll get back to and I'll sing more of the songs that we couldn't get cleared for Uncut. But I'm going to tell you, man, it's my partner too, so this isn't with hate. Jermaine Dupri.
What? The guy who dated Janet Jackson?
Yes, sir. Jermaine Dupri.
Producer?
Superstar. I don't know if, during like the Atlanta Falcons run for playoffs and Super Bowl, if he lost the bet and he told somebody, hey, man, if the Falcons don't win, I'm going to wear this outfit right here. Maybe that could have been it, right? But I'm telling you, man, and JD is my partner, and I saw him at the Snoopy and Dre event for Gin and Juice. But when I saw the actual outfit, and I'm telling you, man, JD is my partner. I looked and I was like, man, what the F is he wearing? Yeah. And that's what you're supposed to do. Wardrobe is supposed to be shocking. But at no point, and fabric going for fittings, at no point, no one said, man, maybe we should wear something different. At no point did he come to the arena and get dressed or dress rehearsal and Usher didn't say, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. But you know what the one thing is? I think JD knew what was going down. Everybody's talking about it. The memes, which some great memes are out there. So the memeville, even when we later on after the Super Bowl performance, he didn't go to the hotel and he didn't like change his clothes.
Yeah.
You got the clip of that?
I do.
Hey, Wacko, make sure you put the clip up. He came to the party wearing the same outfit. You know what I'm saying? So I think
No
JD knew he didn't put no jeans on, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like the little girl from the Morton salt with the little socks and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, them shoes, my uncle's got a couple pair of
yeah,
those
man.
shoes.
So he knew what he was doing. And my thing is this, man. If Travis Kelce wore it, it would be the biggest selling thing right now. If he wore it.
Ooh.
Jermaine Dupri, he wore it. Natalia said when she first saw him, she thought it was CeeLo Green.
I did.
Like real talk,
like,
man.
CeeLo Green? Oh,
Yeah.
no, my bad.
Yeah, then when I looked, I was like, oh, yeah. I knew immediately. I was like, dude, this is going to be the talk. And when we went to social media, there it was.
Yep.
The entire outfit, and people are coming with some great ones. And I know Jermaine Dupri, he's on there. Jermaine, he know how to have fun. I know if we're seeing it, Jermaine Dupri is seeing it. But I thought when I saw Ludacris come out to do Lil Jon out there killing it, man. Her really showed her ass when it came to playing the guitar and how talented she is, man. I thought it was a great Super Bowl halftime performance, man. And it's crazy because as great as I thought it was, some people didn't like it. You know, and those are just some people, man. And maybe I'm too close to seeing someone that can get out there and really sing. And people say now, oh, his mic was on, her mic was on. Usher's mic was on. Hitting his vocals. I thought he covered the field very well for the first part, man. Dancing on the field, doing everything. Then his stage work, the roller skating. The only thing that I was thinking when I was watching Usher do, to me, what I felt was a great halftime show, I was just looking and I was like, man, I just wanted it to end. Not because of the 13 minutes. I wanted it to end flawlessly so he could have those flowers for a flawless performance that I felt like Usher deserved. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if he would have had a slip and fall on the skates, it would have been like, damn, he fell.
He had a little bit.
Yeah. And I've seen him at the residency.
Yeah.
I've seen him at the residency and I was like, man, but he couldn't eat crap with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't eat crap with it. So when he got to the end, man, and he gave that shout out to moms, I thought like, okay, bro, you did it.
But if you do call, know that God answers prayers. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. But I am. Hey, mama, we made it.
Hey, man, when he broke into You Don't Have to Call and did that at the end, I was like, man, you did your thing. Mm-hmm. You did your thing, man, and the accolades will continue to come, man. Shout out to Will.i.am. Will.i.am came out, and we were talking about this on air, man. Will.i.am is such a star and a phenomenon. And Will.i.am, you've seen him in other videos when it came to the Black Eyed Peas and Fergie and everything. He would wear things that would cover him up. Mm-hmm. If I'm in a position where I know, like, what 100-something million people watching this, you know, this event, and maybe Will.i.am is so far advanced when it comes to being an artist and being known way more than I am, but at no point am I going to cover my head up. Like, you're going to see me that I was there, man, because when I saw Will.i.am, I was like, who the F is that? But that's Will.i.am.
Yeah.
Me, I would be out there, man, when Usher dancing, I would have been right next to him. You know what I'm saying? I would have been out there. You would have turned around and would have said, Ida, son, big boy on the back of my jersey. Like, I need it all, bro. And I'm not going to give nothing to the game. I'm not covering up. I'm not doing no Kanye's. I'm not doing no Will.i.am's. I'm not doing none of that stuff, man. I'm not doing no KKK ads or anything. But you would see that it was me. But Will.i.am, confident in his skin, man, and did his dang thing. Ludacris, I thought the afro was hell of a on point.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I put an arrow tag in his afro, and I was able to track him throughout the entire weekend. So that's always good. And even at the after party, I think, if I'm not mistaken, man, I met Ludacris' wife. I felt like that was the first time that I met his wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And always so kind, Ludacris is, and we have fun with Ludacris. And he brought up the time, man. I was doing like these promos, and Ludacris had on a watch. And I put the watch on in the promo, and when I did my hand a certain way, the watch fell off.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And it broke, and it caused $1,500 in damage. And he tried to tell me at one point, is this it here?
Yeah.
He tried to listen.
I saw Big Boy. No, I paid for that watch. My favorite. No, I paid for that. Not only does he owe me a watch, he owes me Lupe.
He said, not only does he owe me a watch, and you hear me from the beginning, I paid for that watch. I paid for that watch. Then he told me he was just playing. He just wanted the Lupe phone tap. So I was like, oh, okay, well, don't tell me that I owe you any money. Because like I told Jose this morning, there ain't no man on the earth, woman, that I owe money to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was $1,500 shooting a promo, man. I couldn't even bill to the company. Yeah, man. That's why, Ani, every time you steal from here, I love it.
Yeah, thank
Every time. And Natalia, all that stuff that you got under there that you stole from the station.
What are you talking about?
I love when you and Ani
right.
steal from the
That's
station,
right.
man.
Going back to the
Wacko,
kitchen.
make sure you get you a view of what's going on under here with all this stolen stuff that Natalia got under her desk. Believe that, man. We had a chance to hang out in Vegas as well, man. Shaq had an all-star night presented by Kevin Hart. And that night, it was like, it was what? Dez was there. It was Ida Rodriguez.
Oh, Deion Cole.
Yeah, Deion Cole was
Hughley.
the host. You know what I'm saying? Earthquake closed it out. But just sitting back talking with DL Hughley as well, man. DL is one of those people. Of course, there's been some stuff going on with, you saw the Cat Williams thing.
Yeah.
And then Cat Williams was like, oh, there will be no DL hate here. So he loved DL. Follow it up a couple weeks later. Monique is doing Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, and she is killing D.L. Hughley.
Damn.
Killing D.L. Hughley. So just backstage, we had a chance to just talk his man. He was like, oh, he's going to take that and, as fuel. And I'm not putting anything in his mouth, but he was able, you can't knock great talent off their square. You can't knock Monique off of her square for her mission and what she's doing. But D.L. Hughley, man, you couldn't stop him from being the great entertainer he is on stage.
They wanted all the Muslims out. That's fucking dumb. Ain't no more American doctors. If your doctor speak English, that means your insurance ain't shit. Nobody at my doctor's office speak English. I got to get Rosetta Stone to fill out my prescription. This is from Dr.
Hey, man, just that night.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Yes, say right here.
Of comedy, I thought was funny as hell, man.
So
Seeing
good.
D.L. Hughley in his natural form, and I'm telling you, D.L. came out, and then the headliner was Earthquake. And I'm thinking D.L., I'm like, man, how do you go on after D.L., but it's Earthquake. When Earthquake came out on stage, man, it was rapid fire of great jokes. And this dude, Earthquake, is an effing beast.
Yeah.
And we go from that, man, we go to, was it the same night? No, because Sunday night, we did the after party, which was for Gin and Juice, man. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and Usher. They had like this
So
skate
cool.
party. And you know what I love about skate parties? No one skates.
Yeah.
It was at Encore. I didn't even see the skating rink, the area, until after the night was over, after they performed.
Yeah, they have
But they had
lowrider.
skaters there, and Ani's wearing the hoodie now,
Yeah.
and Jose's wearing his. I wish I would have known it was Flipper Skate Hoodie Day. I would have wore mine as well, man. But just seeing Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg as they launched their new drink, which is gin and juice, which is low hanging fruit for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Seeing them on stage going through the songs that we love, Nothing But a G Thing, What's My Name, Still DRE, California Love, and watching that crowd just rock with them, that was amazing too, man. You know what I'm saying? And here it is right here. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Again, we don't have any clearance for any of the songs. Yeah, man. And then it went, and then they pointed the mic out to the crowd for Ain't Nothing But a G Thing. So we got that audio here.
Man.
It ain't nothing but a G thing.
Baby.
Yeah, that was the crowd right there, so we wasn't able to do that. Jason, please talk to us. What's going on, Jason?
Yeah, so we're gonna run the footage from the club while you're singing.
Okay, so so that'll give Wacko more of a job to do. He'll run the footage of the club while I'm singing these songs right here. And then Snoop went into my favorite song, which is What's My Name, ladies and gentlemen. And live, he sound just like the record. Now just throw your hands in the motherfucking air and wave them all around like you just don't care. Yeah, roll up the dank and pull the drink and watch your stank. Cause doggy's on the there it is right there, man. Yeah, man. So as you see with YouTube, we gotta abide by the rules so we don't get a chance. We don't do a lot of guerrilla stuff that I see other people. I ask Jason, our producer, all the time. I'm like, man, how did they put that up? He was like, yeah, well, big, they put it up. It's gonna be taken down.
Yeah.
And he was like, we're building something here that is a franchise that we don't want it to be taken away, just so you can have What's My Name on there. Yeah, so we do it the way that we're doing it in the neighborhood, man. But shout out to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, man, and Jimmy Iovine for a great party. So many people there. Ludacris, we saw.
Neo, Luke Combs.
Yeah, I wish I would have stopped Luke Combs, man. Because Luke Combs, especially when I saw that performance that he did with Tracy Chapman, he's already a beast with his award winnings. He seems so humble. When he does his speeches, man, he just seemed like a nice big dude.
Yeah.
And when I saw the people walking, I locked in on the girl because I was like, man, she looks familiar, not knowing that Luke Combs had walked on too. But I wish I would have saw Luke Combs at a Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg performance.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Just seeing him in the audience, man. And what I do also, I'm like, man, who in here gonna say the N-word?
Oh.
Yeah, who in here? I'm saying, man, they was dropping N-words, man. Whew, Lord have mercy, boy.
Yeah.
It was like an N-word night. It said it on the can. It said gin and juice, N-word. I'm just making jokes. I'm just trying to shoot for time right here. But seeing him and seeing how many people were out there, man, and like you said,
Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox.
We kept seeing Machine Gun Kelly throughout the entire weekend.
Oh yeah, with 21
He almost got beat
Savage.
up over the weekend.
Oh yeah, you know
Sean
what?
Strickland, one of the MMA fighters. got
Dude,
in
we
his face.
literally saw Machine Gun Kelly that night. And what happened with Sean Strickland?
I don't know. I think
was
he
it
went
something
up,
about his outfit or something?
He just went up to Sean. He went up to Machine Gun Kelly at that slap event that Dana White had, and I guess he said that once Machine Gun Kelly looked at him like less of a man, then he like went off and started clowning on his outfit and wanted to beat
You
him
gotta know
up.
Sean Strickland.
Oh yeah,
too.
he's a good mess.
Yeah, man.
He's a mess.
But every time I see Machine Gun Kelly, that dude is A1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool.
He's always good, man. And then, that same night that we saw, the first night we saw MGK, we went to the Maxim party. And that Maxim party, man, with 50 Cent, Fat Joe. We saw everybody, 21 Savage.
That's so dope.
But let me tell you, when I was talking with 50 Cent, there's this VIP area. 50 was on stage, so on and so forth. And he was telling us, man, that sitting down for the VIP, $88,000 to $120,000.
Oh my god.
And you had a bar guarantee. That's how bad people want to be seen now.
Yeah, that was
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? It's crazy how much money people spend just to stand on stage. Just to stand and look like you're in a position. Now I can understand when I was trying to bring the crew up why they were like, they can't come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
So
not know.
sensitive.
And I ended up getting everybody up there. But it became a personal mission afterwards. It wasn't even about getting you guys up there. Really, it was about the fact that I couldn't get you up there. You know what I'm saying? It was about that fact. But just looking, I was like, man, Drake bets over $1 million, but that's Drake. He wins.
Yeah.
Parties, $1,000, $200, $100,000. We talking about suites that were like $1 million. I'm like, man, it was one guy that was talking about he does jets. And I'm sitting on the plane and I'm sitting in the middle seat because the plane was extremely crowded. And there was a lady literally sitting to my left. And she said, "You're on Southwest? I wouldn't think you would be on Southwest." I was like, dude, to Vegas?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like, man, flights, who the hell would take a plane when the same plane, the same amount of time, I can just get to Vegas on Southwest.
Yep.
I can get to New York on anything. The best, what's the one that goes straight to New York, got the monitors in it?
Delta?
No, it's not
Virgin?
Delta.
Virgin?
No. Say what? No, fuck it. All right. JetBlue. Thank you, Jason. I got people in here that supposed to compliment me, and nobody helps.
I didn't know which flight that
Yeah,
was.
there's so many.
Yeah, and you guys are naming them, but you just wasn't naming the right one. Yeah, but those, like, I would jump on a commercial flight. So when she said, "What are you doing here?" But the reason why I started that story is because I know a guy that has a jet company, right? And when I spoke with him, because I asked him, I said, "Man, do you have anything coming back?" Because there's times when he'll hit me up and like, "Hey, I got something coming back from Vegas." I've never even seen this dude's plane. He probably don't even own a plane place. But he always hit me at the craziest times. They're like, "Oh, I got something coming out of Vegas. It's empty." I'm like, "Dude, it's Thursday. I'm at work. It's 9:30. It seemed like he had offered me a plane ride when he know I can't get on it. But he said that for one, we were talking about how you couldn't get parking, how you couldn't fly in, all that stuff. You couldn't land for people that were doing those private things, right? He said someone sold their landing and their parking for $30,000.
Wow.
That's how much money was being spent at the Super Bowl and how much money that weekend was generating, which was effing crazy that people were spending that amount of money. Somebody got to wake up on a Sunday after a Saturday night party, a Monday after a Super Bowl, and say to themselves, "What the F did I spend?"
Oh yeah,
There
that's
was
a lot of
there
money.
was a lot of bread that was going on out there, man. The commercials, I didn't get a chance to see the commercials. I did see the one, Natalia, that you were speaking about with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that was for State Farm. I saw that, and they had fun with him, dude. And that's another one. Did they pay like 7 to 10, $12 million for that?
Yeah, so I was wrong. So basically, it is $6 to $7 million for a 30-second commercial. So Taylor Swift, it was $12 million because she was shown almost for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, that is ridiculous, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger right here.
Like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Cut. Hey, Arnold, I'm hearing neighbor. It's neighbor.
That's what I said. Neighbor.
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 Hey, let's go again.
Yeah, man. Does that generate enough money that you got to pay Arnold Schwarzenegger and pay for the Super Bowl? I guess,
I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's the only one that I remember seeing. And that was because of the neighbor thing.
I liked the Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez one, obviously, because I'm a little biased because I love J-Lo.
What was the Jennifer Lopez one?
It was for the Dunkin' Donuts, where Ben Affleck comes in and he wants to get on the album, and he's got Matt Damon and Tom Brady with him. Tom Brady was in a lot of commercials too.
I ain't mad, dude. Take that money as he should.
Right?
All righty, man. Well, we're going to get out of here, man. Big Boy Uncut. Thank you guys for hanging out with us once again, man. And like we say, we just having fun in the neighborhood. Thank you guys for being Uncut. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and subscribe to all 4 of our YouTube channels. It's right there at Big Boy TV. Subscribe to all of them, and we'll definitely see you on that side as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for Big Boy Uncut. Another episode. It is down, and we are gone.